Hi, Wendy. Just wanted to respond to your post this week on confidentiality and ethics, and uh, just talk a little bit about what you wrote. Um, so I'll just start out with a couple of interesting things. So you work in a university, and you say that you're bound by FERPA laws, and um, that one is so interesting to me because I remember my son, there was an incident, this was a long time ago. My son was on the school bus, and there was an incident on the school bus, and because of the FERPA laws, we were not allowed to watch the video of what happened on the school bus because there was other kids on the school bus. And so that was the first time that I heard about FERPA. And it was really frustrating because it was basically, the kids' word against, and we couldn't be shown any kind of proof as to what really happened on that bus. What I found really interesting, and what I would love to know more about, is the Title IX regulations that you are bound by. So I've heard of Title IX, and I looked it up, and I did some research on what it means, and I just would be interested to know how, um, since let me look up this really simplistic definition. It's a federal civil rights law passed as part of the Education Amendment. Basically, Title IX protects discrimination based on sex in education programs. For any program that receives federal financial aid. So you have to report sexual assault to the Title IX office. And I thought that was really interesting how intertwined that is. Let's see, where, okay, so I just wanted to reply to this really quickly too. You said you don't look forward to being in a situation where you would be required to report somebody that's revealed something to you. And I will say I've had to do that several times in different positions that I've been in. I've been a mandated reporter for most of the time that I've been in social services, and I've had to report, and it's both clients that I've worked very closely with, specifically birth mothers, which I've gotten very, very close to, and it feels like I'm betraying them, but I know that I had to protect the child that was being born in certain situations, and it's always really hard. One of the most difficult was, I was a mandated reporter, but I had to report a neighbor, and it ended up the little girl was definitely being abused in the home, but situation was just really bad. I mean, she ended up trying to break into our house out of fear, and so I had to make this decision: do I call the police? Do I call DHR? What do I do? And I called my supervisor, who I work for an adoption agency, and she said, you have to, because you're a mandated reporter. Even if you were in your house, you're not in a workplace. I still had to, as a mandated reporter, report suspected abuse. And that was really hard. And so I think this whole class is so good for us, because we're always going to have situations that come up that not necessarily are in the workplace, that are ethical, and we have to evaluate whether it's something that we disclose or not. But we have to be educated and aware of the law. I think I've talked for way too long. Anyway, thank you, Wendy. I really appreciated your post, and I'm really interested by that Title IX. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.